Now on News Channel 8.
New charges tonight for a man accused of going on a killing spree. Also, more trouble at a popular spot for young people. Shots were fired when a brawl broke out.
Live from the News Center on My TV Tampa Bay. This is News Channel 8 on your side at 10.
Good evening, I'm Katie Coronado. Peter Bernard has the night off. Thank you for joining us. We'll get to tonight's top stories in a moment, but first, we begin with your look at weather. Storm Team 8 meteorologist Mace Michaels joins us from the Forecast Center. Mace?
Pretty quiet weather conditions across the area tonight, Katie. We may be dealing with some low clouds and fog, but the warmth will continue. Ridge of high pressure in the upper levels of the atmosphere, keeping the warmth around here, it looks like. A little front may drift to our north, but it really isn't going to change conditions too much here throughout the rest of the week and on into the weekend. Warm air continuing around, not really much in the way of showers, just a stray shower or two a possibility. A cool start, though, behind a cold front coming up into the middle part of next week. I'll have more on that in the forecast in just a little bit, Katie.
Thanks, Mace. A man accused of going on a killing spree will be in court tomorrow. Polk deputies filed a new list of charges against Leon Davis Jr. Investigators believe Davis killed 2 employees of a BP gas station in Lake Alfred on December 7th. He's also accused of setting 2 women on fire and shooting a man at a Lake Wales insurance office a week later. The new charges are related to the BP shooting. They include 2 counts of premeditated murder, attempted robbery, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. The Baywalk complex is at the center of more controversy tonight after a big brawl. Gunshots wounded 1 person and police charged 6 people with disorderly conduct. That tops our look at tonight's other big stories.
I'm Rod Challenger in St. Petersburg. A large crowd of young people who couldn't get into sold-out movies at Baywalk became unruly last night. It took police an hour and a half to disperse the crowd, arresting 6 people. Shots were also fired in the area, hitting 1 man in the leg. Police say most of the young people cooperated.
It was just, that few that don't listen and the few that, want to start problems, and we corrected that.
In 2005, Baywalk adopted rules to deal with the large crowds of young people that gathered here. The problems began when the complex began enforcing the rules, including a curfew for those under 18.
As this surveillance video rolled, a man dressed like an everyday customer walked through this CVS on US 19 in Holiday. It's hard to see, but he's wearing a plaid shirt, white sneakers, white tube socks, and sunglasses. He walked to the back of the store where he handed the pharmacist a note, threatening to hurt her if she did not give him narcotics. In this clip, she quickly hands over a bottle of pills. He walks out of the store seconds later. Pasco County detectives believe this is the same man responsible for another painkiller robbery at a CVS in Hudson on Little Road 2 weeks earlier. Narcotics robberies are on the rise in Tampa Bay. Pharmacies are being hit more frequently, day and night. Last year, when a man in Largo held a pharmacist at knife point to steal $50,000 worth of oxycodone, authorities told us it was a rapidly growing concern.
We're not the only agency kind of being plagued with this problem right now. The robberies are one issue. There's also burglaries to these pharmacies as well that are targeting the same type of narcotics.
I'm Mark Douglas in Clearwater. Thousands of shoppers are hunting for bargains after Christmas, but all Chelsea Montgomery wants to find is the treasure that slipped off of her finger last week during a shopping trip in Clearwater. The 2-carat diamond once belonged to her great-grandmother, and to her, it's priceless.
The wedding's coming up, and that in itself is a fairy tale because I met the man of my dreams and I had the ring of my dreams, but unfortunately now it's gone.
For one split second, we thought we might have found Chelsea's diamond, but all it was a piece of broken glass. Chelsea says somewhere between Bed Bath & Beyond, Toys R Us, Circuit City, Sam's Club, Target, Ross, and Jason's Deli, her heirloom diamond disappeared. She hopes someone in the Clearwater area hears her story, finds the ring, and gives it back.
If you think you found Chelsea Montgomery's ring in Clearwater, she'd like to hear from you. Call 727-953-8683. There is a reward. Tonight, 1 person is dead after a semi-tractor trailer collided with a crane. It happened shortly after 10 this morning on State Road 39 near Country Road 674 in Hillsborough County. Deputies say the tractor trailer was heading north when the crane crossed in front of it. Investigators say the crane was leaving the Mosaic fertilized mine site. The view for Eagle 8 shows us the cab of the big wheeler was destroyed. That driver, 50-year-old Julio Combina, died. The crane operator was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Deputies continue to investigate the crash. At least 2 people remain in critical condition tonight after a deadly crash in Pasco County. It happened at the intersection of US 19 and Little Road in Hudson around 2:30 yesterday afternoon. State troopers say a pickup truck rear-ended an SUV. 51-year-old Gerard Basie, a passenger in the SUV, died. 4 people were taken to the hospital. The crash shut down US 19 for part of the afternoon. A man accused of causing a deadly crash is detained by Immigration and Customs tonight. The crash happened at the intersection of Highway 672 and Balm Road in Hillsborough County. Investigators say Jose Garcia pulled out in front of a motorcycle. The motorcycle hit the SUV driven by Garcia. The motorcyclist died. Garcia is charged with not having a valid driver's license when death is involved. There are also questions about his immigration status. Deputies say they've uncovered a grow house in Pinellas County. A neighbor called to report water was leaking into his home Christmas night from another home on 117th Street in unincorporated Largo. When deputies arrived, they say they found several marijuana plants. They left, and when they returned with a search warrant this morning, they removed 71 plants from the home. Investigators say combined, the pot weighed more than 19 pounds. So far, no arrests have been made in the bust. 2 home invasions, 2 arrests, and a possible connection tonight. Deputies arrested 16-year-old David Flanders at his home this morning. While charged with 1 home invasion in Tarpon Springs right now, deputies think he also helped topple a vision-impaired 92-year-old out of his wheelchair before robbing him at gunpoint on Sunday. Another man, Jake Ward, was arrested Sunday night in connection with the first case. Hillsborough County deputies are looking for 3 robbers who forced their way into a home and stole Christmas presents. Investigators say the men beat up a man inside and took 2 garbage bags filled with gifts. A woman is accused of standing behind the men during the crime. Tracy Traver is charged with conspiracy to commit robbery, home invasion. Investigators say Traver had a fight with the victim a day earlier. A Brandon man is accused of sexually attacking a family friend. Investigators say 37-year-old John Grissom inappropriately touched and kissed a woman, leaving a mark on her neck. They say the woman had let him in her home because she considered him a friend. Grissom is charged with felony sexual battery and misdemeanor battery. He's in jail without bond tonight. Family violence kept law enforcement busy across Hillsborough County on Christmas. 21 people were arrested on Christmas Day for domestic battery charges. That's double the number of DUI arrests yesterday. 2005 was the last time more domestic battery arrests were made on Christmas. That year, 25 people were booked into the Orient Road Jail on domestic charges. There were some scary moments for a Tampa family overnight after their 3-year-old child disappeared. Hillsborough deputies say the boy disappeared from an apartment in the Fredericksburg Apartments on North 22nd Street in Tampa last night. The search lasted several hours before neighbors found the boy wandering the complex's parking lot and returned him to his parents. Deputies haven't said how the 3-year-old managed to get out of the apartment. A plane crash in Sarasota caused a traffic jam on the runway. Officials say the single-engine plane crashed soon after takeoff. 2 people were injured, but their injuries are not life-threatening. The crash happened on the main runway, so commercial jets had to be diverted to a secondary runway while officials cleared the scene. 16 people are homeless tonight after a fire plant in Plant City. Fire officials say the blaze started early this morning at this house on Allen Drive. The Red Cross of Tampa is now helping the home's residents. Red Cross officials say 11 adults and 5 children were living in the house. Tonight, zoos across the country are reviewing their security procedures after a tiger killed 1 man and mauled 2 others in San Francisco. The big cat escaped the San Francisco Zoo just before closing last night. Investigators say the 4-year-old Siberian tiger named Tatiana, weighing 350 pounds, somehow escaped from her enclosed pen. This attack has familiar echoes in our own backyard. Last year, a tiger named Inshallah escaped her holding pen at Tampa's Larry Park Zoo. Zoo's president killed the animal before it could harm anyone. An investigation revealed a door latch was left unlocked by a zookeeper. Officials at the Big Cat Rescue in Citrus Park talked about the potential dangers with handling tigers.
But when you talk about shifting these animals and you have to open the right door and shut the right door and it becomes this maze, you know, a lot of times keepers are underpaid, overworked. There's a lot of stuff going on.
How the tiger in San Francisco escaped remains a mystery tonight. Zookeepers say the tiger's pen is surrounded by a 15-foot wide moat and 20-foot high wall. The presidential primaries are almost here, and at this point, it's anybody's race. Coming up, hear what a top Republican said when he stopped by the news center today. Also ahead, bargain hunters hit the malls in search of deals. Find out how the turnout was at area shopping malls.
The huge clearance sale at Sticks and Stuff is on. Everything has been marked for immediate sale. Pay no interest until 2011 or take extra cash discounts. Name brand mattresses are being marked down. Sofas, bedrooms, dining rooms, everything must go. It's clearance sale time at Sticks and Stuff. Clearance sale prices. No interest till 2011. Extra cash discounts. It's the huge clearance sale at Sticks and Stuff, where we always beat their price.
Grand opening sale at the all-new Countryside Ford of Clearwater. Over 500 brand new Fords shipped here from the factory just for this sale, with discounts to $15,000. $29 down delivers on any new used vehicle. All credit applications accepted. And the all-new Countryside Ford of Clearwater is the only Ford dealer to give you 2 years free maintenance on any new Ford. Do not wait. It's the incredible grand opening sale at the all-new Countryside Ford of Clearwater. Put the pedal to the metal. Come in now and save.
We're brewing a new kind of flavor at DeSilva's Coffee House and Roastery. Visit our online menu and order Tampa Bay's freshest gourmet coffee and mouthwatering original food recipes. DeSilva's, the best coffee, the best friends, and the best destination in town. Visit the all-new Jim Brown Citrus Chrysler Jeep Dodge on the web today at citruschrysler.com. Experience, selection, price, the dealership that knows what you want.
Outback Bowl. The Tennessee Volunteers versus the Wisconsin Badgers. These guys are gonna get after each other. Join the fun. New Year's Day, Raymond James Stadium. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. Check out OutbackBowl.com.
It's the New Year's Spa Sale at Rick Warehouse. 500 spas must be sold in the next 4 days. New models, last year's models, floor models, everything must go. Prices start at $6.99 with payments as low as $15 per month. This week only at Rick Warehouse.
Hi, I'm Attorney Thomas Hales, former Tampa police officer. If you've been injured in an auto accident, give me a call today and I will personally handle your case, giving you the personal legal service you deserve. 1-888-HALES-LAW.
You're watching MyTV Tampa Bay.
Save up to 80% buying Factory Direct. Compare this well-known jeweler's 91-point platinum ring for $5,700 with the jewelry exchanges for $1,490. We make jewelry in every price range, guaranteed to appraise for double. Half-carat pendants, studs, and tennis bracelets are $199, 2 carats $499. 3-stone rings are $699, 2 carats $19.90, and 1-carat studs are still $399. Seen it elsewhere, we'll make it for less. Plus no interest for 6 months. Buy Factory Direct, the jewelry exchange in Tampa.
News Channel 8. First with breaking news, uncovering the facts, digging deeper. News Channel 8. On your side.
It was a light trading day on Wall Street after the disappointing news of low retail sales over the holidays. The Dow gained 2 points to close at 13,551. The Nasdaq gained nearly 11 points to close at 2724. And the S&P gained 1 point to close at 1497. Oil prices settled higher today. Traders are waiting on tomorrow's report from the Energy Department on fuel inventories. Crude for February delivery rose $1.84 to settle at $95.97 a barrel in New York. You can follow your stocks on TBO.com, keyword money. No surprise, it was Mall Madness the day after Christmas at the International Plaza. Parking lots were filled to capacity by midday. The video we're actually watching is from Brandon Town Center Mall, which was also packed. But lines to make the exchanges, returns, or even buy items on sale were extremely long. Despite a downturn in the economy, holiday shoppers were out and about looking for a bargain, but some say they were disappointed.
I thought, maybe, because of that Thanksgiving, you find really good sales, but, I think it would be the same way, but it's not. But I'll probably pick something up anyway.
A mall spokesperson told me stores have been running sales all season, so there won't be much surplus of inventory. And if you're looking to add winter pieces to your wardrobe, you may be in luck because those most likely will be marked down. The good news, Tampa is no longer the nation's worst performing city when it comes to home prices. The bad news, we're now number 2 behind Miami. Home prices plunged 11.8% in Tampa in October when comparing year over year. Only Miami fared worse at 12.4%. It adds up to the worst showing nationally since early '91. And it marks the 23rd consecutive month where prices have gone down instead of up. Economy and new passport rules. Americans are still expected to travel in the upcoming year. And well, now you're looking at the video from the highway. It seems that according to a new survey, almost half of Americans are still planning to travel on vacation in the first 6 months of 2008. However, they're staying closer to home and cutting their plans a little short. Because of the weak dollar value, many people say they're putting their European vacations on hold and they're exploring their own backyards instead. Major milestones are imminent in Decision 2008. With Iowa leaning toward Mike Huckabee and Mitt Romney duking it out with John McCain for New Hampshire, Republican presidential hopeful Rudy Giuliani is concentrating his efforts in Florida. The former New York City mayor campaigned in Florida today. He met with the editorial boards of both local newspapers. Giuliani told News Channel 8's Steve Andrews if elected president, he would double, even triple efforts to capture or kill terrorist leader Osama bin Laden.
I think the catching of bin Laden is not just a symbolic act. I think it's an absolutely necessary one in being able to bring him to justice and also to effect a really big blow to Islamic terrorism.
The former mayor dismissed concerns about his health. He was hospitalized overnight last week with what he calls a severe headache. Doctors ran a battery of tests, and Giuliani contends he got a clean bill of health. At this point, both races are wide open. For the Democrats, Barack Obama has surged into the lead in Iowa Democratic polling. He's also rising quickly in New Hampshire and South Carolina polls.
If Obama wins Iowa, you can really see how the momentum from that victory would pull him and carry him to victory in those other crucial states.
Hillary Clinton, who is slumping in the polls, took a shot today from the New York Times. It's in the form of a page-1 story that says she was not briefed on foreign policy during her husband's presidency. It's a direct contradiction to her argument against Obama that she's the more experienced candidate. 12 hours of torrential rain has caused deadly landslides in Indonesia. This tops our look at news from around the world. Police say at least 78 people are missing and feared dead across western Indonesia. Landslides are common there, where tropical downpours can quickly damage hillsides. Years of deforestation often means there's little vegetation left to hold soil in place. Rescuers are working around the clock in Nepal trying to find people who may have survived when this pedestrian bridge gave way. Police say as many as 1,000 people attending a 3-day Hindu religious festival were jammed onto the bridge, which crashed 100 feet into a river. Rescuers have recovered more than 30 survivors, but at least 200 people are still missing. And Indonesia also marked the 3rd anniversary of the Indian Ocean tsunami with an earthquake drill. Authorities tested the response of emergency relief teams to a mock chemical leak caused by an 8.5 magnitude quake. The warning system was set up after powerful earthquakes triggered tsunami waves that killed approximately 230,000 people across 12 countries on December 26, 2004. We're expecting more pleasant weather for the next few days, but there's a cool down in the 7-day forecast. Meteorologist Mace Michaels is up next with details, but first, here's a look at some of tonight's winning lottery numbers.
the all-new Jim Brown Citrus Chrysler Jeep Dodge on the web today at citruschrysler.com. Experience, selection, price, the dealership that knows what you want.
Happy Honda days are here again, which means your Honda dealer is offering great deals on every car in stock. This holiday season is the perfect time to get into a new Accord, popular Civic, fun-loving Fit, or any Honda you desire. Just choose your favorite color and think Honda for the holidays. Lease a Honda Civic for $199 a month for well-qualified customers.
Diamonds. The Jewelry Exchange imports diamonds direct from site holders. We have thousands, most GIA and EGL certified, laser inscribed, and guaranteed the lowest price. Half-carat fancies are $3.99. 1-carat solitaires are $5.99, $9.90, and $15.90. 2-carat solitaires $19.90, and certified ISI quality $2,900. We also have super large rounds and fancies, D flawless, and GIA triple excellent makes. Plus, we set while you watch. Buy Factory Direct, the Jewelry Exchange in Tampa.
The following message is for anyone who's experienced difficulty in getting automotive credit. Right now, you can take advantage of over $10 million in financial opportunity. You can now pre-qualify for instant automotive credit. Just call 866-278-9043. That's 866-278-9043. Then choose from hundreds of quality vehicles. No salesman, no hassle. Call now. 866-278-9043. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's totally automated and completely confidential. Call now and start driving the car you want with the credit you deserve. Call the Florida Loan Line now.
I only have a few dollars to put down. How am I going to get a good car?
It's the year-end event at JD Byrider, where zero really can deliver.
Go JD! Go JD!
How am I going to get a good car?
Get up to $1,000 for your trade.
How am I going to get a good car?
Get 18-month, 18,000-mile protection. The year-end event at JD Byrider, zero delivers, $1,000 for your trade, and 18-month, 18,000-mile protection. It ends when the year ends.
She was stupid enough to trust you?
Well, yeah.
TV's biggest hits are here. The People's Court.
Weekdays at 11 on MyTV Tampa Bay.
Need more room in your house, but you don't want to move? Howdy, I'm Jack Harris for Home Pro, Florida's largest sunroom dealer. A beautiful custom-built sunroom from Home Pro can provide the extra space you need to enjoy the Florida lifestyle.
And look at what we had before, what we added to it, and how it changed the dimensions of the home, and it gave more room. I think it has increased the value of the home.
Call Home Pro now and find out how you can have no payments for 6 months. If you can dream it, Home Pro can build it.
Visit the all-new Jim Brown Citrus Chrysler Jeep Dodge on the web today at citruschrysler.com. Experience, selection, price, the dealership that knows what you want.
Well, looking like we're going to see the temperatures warm up a little more the next couple of days. Today, not too terribly warm, about average for this time of year with some clouds occasionally. And this morning started off with some low clouds and fog. See some of those high clouds sort of passing by the area now, zipping by here in central Florida at times. Not a lot, though, not a thick deck of clouds. Overnight, we may see some of those low clouds and foggy areas form as the temperature sort of settles down closer to the dew point. Readings actually have tumbled quite a bit this evening, already down now to 60 in Tampa. Upper 50s, low 50s as you head north of the bay. Mid and upper 50s east of the bay, as cool as 50 Ocala and Cedar Key. So some cooler air trying to build in from the north, but it doesn't look like the front or weak system up to our north will be able to progress any further to the south. The shower chance just about nil, even though we will have a front around. Dew point has fallen a little bit, as of course the temperature has since sunset. 60 temp, 53 dew point, and our humidity fairly low, 78%. Wind north at a few miles an hour, but through the overnight we'll start to see this wind shift over to the east and southeast, so a little more humidity will come into the air. Somewhere in the mid and upper 50s to start the day tomorrow morning with some patchy fog. We should be well into the mid-70s by afternoon, and a much warmer days in store for us tomorrow afternoon than we've seen the last few days. Upper 70s, right around 80 degrees or so. Looks like it should be pretty nice. 50 to 55 for inland temperatures tonight, about 55 to 60 near the coast with a partly cloudy sky this evening, then some of that fog tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, day in the upper 70s and low 80s, a little warmer for us as this area of high pressure continues to block the weather conditions across the southeast, provides the warmth for our area. The storm system stayed to our north, and with that, we only have small little chances for rain as the weak systems try to move at us. The rain chance pretty slim. Here's one of those storm systems. You can see the front sort of here running through Nashville and just east of New Orleans with its rain, and then another chunk of rain up along the eastern seaboard from Philadelphia northward through New York State. Again, these systems stay to our north and away from us. Our wind flow from the north now shifts around to the east and southeast, even though as the front tries to approach. That'll bring in warmer conditions for tomorrow and also warmer conditions for Saturday. Another little front tries to get in here later Friday night through Saturday and Sunday. Notice it doesn't really have any success either. It sort of falls apart. So, in that type of case, our rain chances again are slim and our temperatures stay warm. Looks like a stronger front may try to get here down the road, and that one could bring in a more significant snow and rain chance, or I should say rain chance for us, and then cooler temperatures after that. With the snow continuing to fly out here in the Rockies, the Central Plains for tomorrow, there will be some travel slowdowns across the Central Rockies and a little bit of the Central Plains, and of course, more rainfall in store for parts of the south central U.S. Some fog possible tonight, 55, 58 or so for the forecast low, a warmer one, and 77 for tomorrow. We warm up with a partly cloudy sky. And over the next 7 days, there you go, with the warmth continuing, maybe even near 80 as we look into Saturday and Sunday. And tomorrow, too, getting there, a few degrees shy of that. And then some rain on Monday and Tuesday, and you'll notice a very noticeable cool down by mid-next week. 40s for lows and barely to 60 for a high. So very noticeable. Big
Well,
change.
that sounds great. And you got me so excited when you said snow, and then you're like, oh, not for us.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
you teased me there.
Sorry.
But seems like we're just going to get warmer and warmer, huh?
Yeah, here we go. Warmth before a cool down next week.
All right. The Lightning only won 2 out of their last 8 games, but tonight they face another team that's struggling, the Washington Capitals. Find out if Tampa Bay could step it up in our nation's capital.
My name is Turkish. That's Tommy. He's my partner. I'm a boxing promoter. What do I know about diamonds?
That's Frankie Four Fingers. Those two are amateur thugs. They're mobsters.
Bonjour.
They're all after a giant diamond.
I'll take it.
A dog. And Mickey.
Oh, yeah. Hey, the weather's been kind for the horses, you know. Did you understand a single word of what he just said?
Snatch.
Thursday at 8 on My TV Tampa Bay. You're watching My TV Tampa Bay, your new home of My Network TV.
Need more room in your house, but you don't want to move? Howdy, I'm Jack Harris for Home Pro, Florida's largest sunroom dealer. A beautiful custom-built sunroom from Home Pro can provide the extra space you need to enjoy the Florida lifestyle.
Home Pro was with me every step of the way. They set our expectations in terms of schedule. They were prompt, courteous, showed up when they said they were going to show up.
Call right now and save 15 to 25% off the price of your new room. Whatever your dreams, Home Pro can build them.
Visit the all-new Jim Brown Citrus Chrysler Jeep Dodge on the web today at citruschrysler.com. Experience, selection, price, the dealership that knows what you want.
Make your designing, remodeling, and home improvement dreams come true with the help of Paradiso Kitchen and Bath. At Paradiso Kitchen and Bath, generations of experience in construction and remodeling ensure customers great prices and true value. From design to completion, we ensure every single project meets and exceeds customer expectations. Call Paradiso Kitchen and Bath or stop by our exquisite showroom today and save up to 25% off your remodel.
The following message is for anyone who's experienced difficulty in getting automotive credit. Right now, you can take advantage of over $10 million in financial opportunity. You can now pre-qualify for instant automotive credit. Just call 866-278-9043. That's 866-278-9043. Then choose from hundreds of quality vehicles. No salesman, no hassle. Call now. 866-278-9043. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's totally automated and completely confidential. Call now and start driving the car you want with the credit you deserve. Call the Florida Loan Line now.
Save up to 80% buying factory direct. Compare this well-known jeweler's 91-point platinum ring for $5,700 with the jewelry exchanges for $1,490. We make jewelry in every price range, guaranteed to appraise for double. Half-carat pendants, studs, and tennis bracelets are $199, 2 carats $499. 3-stone rings are $699, 2 carats $19.90, and 1-carat studs are still $399. Seen it elsewhere, we'll make it for less. Plus no interest for 6 months. Buy factory direct, the jewelry exchange in Tampa.
It's the after Christmas sale at Rec Warehouse. Choose from hundreds of pool tables priced from only $4.99. Take home this $2,500 slate table for only $9.99 or just $20 per month. Save big on game tables, bars, and bar stools. This week only at Rec Warehouse.
The Lightning are up in Washington, D.C. tonight. The Capitals are the worst team in the Southeast Division, but Tampa Bay has struggled recently. The Lightning looked good at first. Tampa Bay scored first on a goal from Vincent Lecavalier. But the Bolts just couldn't finish. Washington nets the winning goal with 2:53 left in the game. 3-2 Caps is the final. The USF football team arrived safe and sound in El Paso, Texas. Dancers and a mariachi band welcomed the Bulls to the city. USF faces Oregon in the Sun Bowl New Year's Eve. This is USF's third straight bowl appearance. The Bulls will spend the next 5 days getting ready for Oregon and, of course, having a little fun too. There's no word on who will start at the quarterback for the Bucs this weekend, but don't be surprised if Jeff Garcia doesn't play against Carolina. If Garcia does start, you'll likely see a lot of playing time from Luke McCown and Bruce Gradkowski, right, Mace?
Sure.
A man known for his sense of humor in life lived up to his reputation in death by sending Christmas cards from heaven. Chet Fitch died in October at the age of 88. This is a touching story. This month, his friends received Christmas cards with a return address of heaven. Fitch apparently planned his last word for years. He even enlisted the help of his barber, who mailed out the cards. As many Americans headed back to work today, vacation was just beginning for our president. President Bush and First Lady Laura headed to their ranch in Texas for holiday vacation. After a week of rest, the president will return to Washington, then take off for an extensive overseas trip. Santa brought Hollywood some box office revenue over the holiday. National Treasure Book of Secrets was the top earner with over $65 million. I Am Legend came in second with $47 million. And the animated feature Alvin and the Chipmunks placed third with $38 million. Movies this year brought in $160 million total over the holiday weekend, up from $119 million last year. And what kind of weather do we have to expect in the morning, Mace?
Yeah, might have some fog to start off the early part of the day, Katie, but no weather problems of real big issues around here. Temperatures in the mid and upper 50s tomorrow morning. For the afternoon, we should see readings climb on up through the 70s, 77 to near 80 degrees. That's pretty warm for this time of year. And over the next couple of days, maybe a little bit of a cool down the road later next week, but the weekend here looks pretty warm and maybe a little wet Monday and Tuesday of next week toward the new year.
That sounds wonderful. It sounds like we have a lot of good things to look forward to in the new year, weather-wise and in general, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it'll be a nice weekend here for us, and then finally some well-needed cool weather, too.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Everybody Loves Raymond is next. Good night.